On the left is the X-ray of an intestine with 8 kilograms of hardened, trapped feces. On the right is the X-ray of the same intestine after releasing all the feces at once. All of this is achieved simply by consuming what you see on the screen. Because this bowl contains a mixture of 4 ingredients that you probably have in your refrigerator, they lubricate and soften all the hard feces trapped in your intestine, allowing you to release 5 to 8 kilograms of poop in seconds without harming the anus. This eliminates bloating and stomach pains, allowing you to go back to eating your favorite foods with smooth digestion and a painless and quick trip to the bathroom. And best of all of this without the need for fiber, laxatives, or probiotics. Yes, I know, you must be thinking that this is all nonsense. I'm the first to agree with you. It really sounds too good to be true, but as unbelievable as it may seem, these 4 ingredients are very powerful. Unlike fiber, papaya, prunes, and lophenol, which only soften the feces while they remain stuck in your intestine, this solution softens and lubricates your feces, lubricates all 10 meters of your large intestine, speeds up digestion by pushing the feces out, and repairs the entire lining of the intestine at the same time. This combination results in a smooth, quick, and painless trip to the bathroom, completely emptying your belly. Your digestive system is one of the most important systems in the body. We know this because when you have a blocked intestine, problems spread to almost every other area of your body, leading to painful cramps, heartburn, embarrassing gas and weight gain, depression, painful joints, headaches, pimples, and even bad breath. So, if you haven't had a bowel movement for more than 2 days, you're running a risk you can't even imagine. It's crucial that you take action today to empty all those feces from within you. Otherwise, you run the risk of developing permanent bad breath or even worse, a heart attack and Alzheimer's disease. That's why I've prepared this short presentation. I want to show you how you can use these 4 ingredients today to completely empty your bowels gently, quickly, and painlessly. My name is Dr. Geraldo Vasconcelos, and I've been serving as the director of the Gastrointestinal Motility Center in Sao Paulo for 12 years. I also founded the Institute of Gastrointestinal Motility Disorders and Integrative Health. I was among the first doctors to research the link between gut bacteria and obesity here in Brazil. I even managed to discover how an excess of stomach bacteria leads to constipation. I am honored to say that I am among a small group of doctors who deeply understand this subject. My specialty is called gastrointestinal motility, which is just a fancy way of saying that I study how long it takes for a person to have a bowel movement and all the functions related to it. One day, a 73-year-old woman came to me complaining of terrible diarrhea that alternated with constipation. Most doctors would treat either constipation or diarrhea, not realizing that both symptoms stemmed from a single problem. This woman kept a list of foods that triggered her digestive issues. Over the years, this list of foods she couldn't eat kept growing. She battled this issue for over 40 years, consulting doctor after doctor. Long story short, I managed to identify her exact problem. It was an invasive bacterium that was multiplying in her intestines. I'll talk more about that in a moment. We eliminated this bacterium and gave her a loose bowel in just a few days, restoring a healthy intestine and, more importantly, regular and healthy bathroom habits. All of this happened because I made it my mission to focus on one question. Why do so many people have difficulty having bowel movements while others seem to never suffer from it? In a minute, I'll show you a 7-second morning ritual you can do right now at home that will release the trapped feces in your intestine without using fiber, laxatives, or probiotics. Because if you still suffer today, feeling bloated after anything you eat, with pains and noises in your stomach, and painful, long, and difficult trips to the bathroom, you know what most doctors would do? They would offer you one of these 3 solutions that don't work. The first solution that doesn't work is eating more fiber. Don't get me wrong. More fiber in your diet is good because fiber helps soften your stool, and that can help push your poop, giving the impression that it's really helping relieve constipation. But the problem is that most people with constipation have an overgrowth of bacteria in their intestines. The fiber you eat serves as food for these bad bacteria and other organisms in your intestines, creating gas and a bloated belly. Not to mention that most fiber products sold out there, full of sweeteners and artificial flavors to disguise the terrible taste. In fact, a common and well-known fiber supplement sold throughout the market and pharmacies contains a carcinogenic substance known as benzidine, along with a host of other dangerous chemicals that can worsen your digestive problems instead of improving them. You don't need fiber. In the next few seconds, I'll show you the real reason your intestine is blocked and your belly is bloated and making noise, and how you can release all the feces, deflate, and stop the noise today. The next thing people try is taking laxatives. In case you didn't know, a laxative is a chemical product, usually polyethylene glycol, that helps stimulate your body to release feces. I want to be very clear that you are using a chemical product. Just to give you an idea, polyethylene glycol is derived from petroleum and is used in airplane fuel. So, laxatives are anything but natural. They literally force your intestines against their will to release feces, and sometimes even in a violent manner. And yes, of course, that means laxatives work, but only temporarily, because laxatives are detrimental to your body and can even damage parts of your intestine. In a study conducted by the German Gastrointestinal Center, they examined the intestinal lining of 3,224 people suffering from constipation. 73% of the subjects who constantly took laxatives had damaged intestinal muscles to the point where the entire lining became smooth, like a bald tire that lost its grip. And when this happens, you lose control of your intestine, and feces begin to come out involuntarily, creating a condition called fecal incontinence, which is extremely difficult to treat because it involves various blood vessels in the intestine and, in most cases, ends up having no effective treatment. I'll show you how to naturally release your intestine in a moment. I'll also show you how to regenerate the delicate tissue of your intestine at the same time. The third and final solution that doesn't work is probiotics. Probiotics have surged in popularity over the past 4 years and would be amazing if they could reach the right place in your microbiome. You see, your microbiome resides in your large intestine. Of the 10 meters in length of your digestive system, your large intestine makes up the final 2 meters. The problem is that to gain any benefits from probiotics, they would not only have to traverse the acidic environment of your stomach, but also travel 8 meters to reach your large intestine. This simply doesn't happen for most people. Even more importantly, for a healthy, loose bowel, it must be clean and free from all bacteria, including those found in probiotics. An excess of bacteria in your intestines disrupts digestion and causes bloating, constipation, fatigue, inflammation, joint pain, and even weight gain. That's why probiotics can sometimes worsen people's constipation issues. Fortunately, there is a way to loosen your bowel, protect its lining, and make you go to the bathroom regularly every day, releasing all the feces in seconds without pain or unnecessary effort, naturally and without the need for fiber, laxatives, or probiotics. But you see, the key to solving this problem is first understanding how the digestive system works. Everyone eats, but few people bother to think about what happens to the food after they swallow it. The food travels through a tube called the esophagus that connects your mouth to your stomach. It is then pushed down your esophagus by a series of muscular contractions called peristalsis. The process of peristalsis is similar to squeezing a tube of toothpaste. Muscles behind the food contract while muscles in front of it relax. When the food enters your stomach, bile and digestive enzymes break it down. Then, when the food reaches the small intestine, its nutrients are absorbed into the bloodstream. The remainder consists of indigestible fibers and bacteria, which we call feces. The feces then move into your large intestine, then your colon, and finally your toilet. When everything is working as nature intended, feces pass effortlessly, and your intestine empties completely, daily, without the need to push or strain. This way, you can eat anything without feeling bloated or uncomfortable, experiencing a sense of lightness every morning. However, when you don't go to the bathroom regularly, you begin to accumulate dry and hardened feces that make it difficult to have a bowel movement, not to mention all the embarrassing and painful side effects of constipation, such as hemorrhoids, bleeding, and anal fissures. And the worst part, 4 to 8 kilograms of hot, rock-hard feces fermenting in your belly. For many years, the reason that keeps feces trapped inside the intestine was a mystery, even to the best gastroenterologists. However, in 2020, a study came out that validated what some of us had already suspected, and several other studies that followed confirmed this. It was discovered that the primary cause of constipation is methane gas. Methane gas damages the sensitive nerves of the intestine, reducing the signals that control the movement of food along your digestive system. Methane gas not only slows down digestion, but also causes bloating, cramps, gas, and excessive weight gain by increasing your calorie absorption. You may be wondering, where does this methane gas come from? Why am I producing all this foul-smelling gas inside me? This is a good question because, you see, all gut health experts know that this methane gas is produced within your body by microscopic invaders called archaea. Archaea are bacteria that can thrive in extreme environments such as landfills, sewage, and also inside the intestines of animals and humans. I like to call them intestinal vampires because they feed on your nutrients and disrupt your digestion to meet their own needs, slowing down your intestine and interrupting the natural process of fecal elimination. Once inside your body, archaea settle in your small intestine. Then, they begin to manipulate the speed of fecal elimination to create an environment that favors their reproduction while robbing you of your health. These groups of bacteria slow down your digestion to increase their own feeding time, so their colonies can feed on the food remnants in your intestine and grow more rapidly. In other words, your constipated intestine is like a luxury 5-star resort for these bacteria. It also releases a dangerous liquid. This liquid accumulates in your intestines and is eventually absorbed into your bloodstream. It causes headaches, joint pain, heartburn, bad breath, mental confusion, fatigue, and even weight gain. The worst part is that archaea are not the only invaders that can disrupt your digestion. And I don't want to scare you, but there are many other parasites that can also affect the health of your digestion. For example, tapeworms that live in the intestine and can grow up to 30 centimeters long, amoebas that settle in your intestine and pollute your body, making you feel confused and tired. Worms that cling to the walls of your intestines and can lay up to 30,000 eggs per day. And now you might be thinking, but I'm a clean person, wash my hands, cook food thoroughly, haven't traveled to any strange countries. How did these invaders end up inside me? Well, all it takes is shaking hands with an infected person or preparing food without washing your hands. This can happen even in a 5-star restaurant. In fact, I see it all the time, even with my wealthiest clients. These bacteria live on the skin of poorly washed fruits and vegetables. They're on doorknobs, handrails, and faucets. They can be on your dog, your cat, tap water, bathroom sinks, and elevator buttons. All these bacteria will eventually end up in your stomach. And that's why we sometimes hear that all diseases begin in the stomach, because there are several blood vessels around your intestine that feed all the other organs. So just think about it. If you have hard and putrefied feces accumulated there for days, hundreds of thousands of blood vessels are absorbing all these feces and carrying them throughout your body to the heart, liver, joints, brain, and even the tongue. And this affects your mood and energy levels as your body reabsorbs everything that should have been expelled. If you don't go to the bathroom for 2-3 days or even a week, these feces have to go somewhere, and that place is back into your body. It's very easy to notice this in a patient when they arrive. They may have bad breath, skin blemishes, fatigue, listlessness, and unexplained weight gain. And it's also important for you to know that besides the intestine, the other primary way of eliminating feces is through the skin. When you have constipation and can't get the feces out, your body transports the toxins from these feces through the bloodstream and tries to expel them through the skin. But what happens inside is even scarier. These methane-producing bacteria can multiply to the point where they severely damage the lining of the intestine, causing all the intestinal bacteria to leak into your body. If these bacteria reach your joints, they can cause joint pain, nerve pain, and even bone issues. If they reach your skin, they can cause itching, redness, acne, and wounds. If they reach your digestive tract, they can cause nausea, heartburn, and indigestion. If they reach your brain, they can cause mental confusion, memory loss, and dementia. If they reach your heart tissue, they can cause serious heart diseases and even death. But don't worry, because I've discovered that there is a way to deal with these invasive bacteria. Unlike most healthcare professionals who only treat the symptoms and prescribe fiber, laxatives, and probiotics, there is something you can do at home to eliminate this problem at its source. Instead of treating the symptoms of constipation such as bloating, pain, unwanted noises, and odors, you will remove all these bacteria from your intestine without leaving your home, making it work harmoniously, using only safe and natural ingredients so that you can go to the bathroom several times a day, eliminate feces easily, and feel all the weight disappearing from your belly. When this happens, you will return to regular bowel movements and be able to empty all the feces from your body in seconds and without pain. You will eat what you want when you want, without worrying about bloating, heartburn, or indigestion. You will get rid of embarrassing noises and odors. You will protect yourself from dozens of diseases. And as a bonus, you will even lose about 5 kilograms on the scale just by getting rid of trapped feces. With that in mind, I started researching all the natural ingredients and home methods that could eliminate all these bacteria while naturally restoring intestinal health. There are tens of thousands of ingredients out there, and most of them have little or no scientific studies. After studying more than 95 ingredients, I focused on the 30 that exclusively target the removal of these bacteria. Then I eliminated all those with limited scientific research. In the end, I was left with 4 essential and unique ingredients that exclusively act on the elimination of methane-producing bacteria while rejuvenating the intestine. The first ingredient on the list is a plant extract that has been used in Eastern medicine for over 650 years before Christ. If you've heard of this ingredient, you know how powerful it is, and you probably have it in your refrigerator right now. For over 3,000 years, it has been highly valued for its healing abilities, being used in ancient and traditional medicine, both in Asia and Egypt. This ingredient has been studied by scientists and health experts worldwide. However, in modern times, we don't see anyone talking about it. I don't know about you, but that's not surprising to me. As a physician, I know how much big pharmaceutical companies are interested in keeping us sick. After all, if everyone were completely healthy, they wouldn't be able to sell us those expensive prescriptions every month, right? After years of practicing medicine, I know that the most powerful cures don't come from a bottle of medicine. God created nature with so many remedies capable of healing us. Most of the time, these laboratory drugs are not necessary. And the proof of this is that because they are natural, big pharmaceutical companies cannot patent these remedies and therefore cannot profit from them. And since many of these natural remedies work better and are much safer than drugs made from synthetic chemicals, big business leaders will do everything to ensure that the public does not know about them. But let's get back to talking about this first ingredient that I found. This ingredient acts like an army of soldiers marching straight to your intestines and begins to destroy all the invasive bacteria that are there. It not only helps eliminate the bacteria that have taken over your intestines, but also helps completely empty all the trapped feces, eliminating embarrassing noises, foul gases, and the effort when going to the bathroom. It reduces bloating, leaving you with a flat belly that makes you feel confident and attractive again. And unlike antibiotics that destroy your intestines to give you relief, this ingredient kills only what harms you without hurting your friendly gut microbiome. In fact, studies have shown that this ingredient also improves the healthy microbiome. In a 2014 study conducted by the Department of Internal Medicine at Johns Hopkins University, scientists found that this ingredient was as powerful as a strong antibiotic in reducing bacterial growth, but without the side effects. It also has many other healing qualities that include various health benefits, such as reducing wrinkles, dark circles, and even skin acne. The more I discovered about this ingredient, the more I knew it would be a true revolution for my patients. Next, as the second ingredient, I evaluated a special ingredient, one that you can buy for pennies at any market in your city. Used as a digestive remedy for thousands of years, this ingredient has shown to heal the intestine by increasing mucus-producing cells in the gastrointestinal lining. This mucus serves two very important functions in your stomach. First, it provides a protective layer that cushions and shields your cells from external toxins, even from the body's own acids and digestive enzymes. Second, it creates a slippery substance that helps feces slide easily through the entire intestine, making daily trips to the bathroom effortless. This ingredient turns your intestine into a well-lubricated slide, allowing feces to slide effortlessly through the entire intestine, unclogging your colon and eliminating fecal buildup. This ingredient is the key to those perfect bathroom visits that are painless and last seconds. It has also been traditionally used by women to help balance hormones during menstruation and menopause. Third, it includes an ancient Asian secret. This ingredient stimulates your digestive tract and releases your body's natural laxative, bile. Many people with constipation have low bile production and don't even realize it. Bile acids are created in the liver and released into the digestive system to help break down fats so they can be absorbed by your body through the small intestine. Bile acid also softens your stool, providing more lubrication for your stool to slide even more rapidly through your colon to your toilet. Lastly, I included one of my all-time favorite ingredients. This ingredient is an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory, helping your body fight off many harmful diseases. Some studies suggest that it has the potential to eliminate cancer cells, control blood sugar, and also prevent heart disease. And while all of this is wonderful, the main reason I included this ingredient is because it also helps fix and repair the damage that bacteria and other parasites may have caused to the walls of your intestine. Remember, we talked about how the intestine can suffer from holes in the lining that allow small particles of feces to leak into your bloodstream, causing headaches, joint pain, and fatigue. This ingredient acts as a repairer, helping your cells seal up the holes. These 4 ingredients are like a natural magic potion for your intestine because they work to improve all areas involving the release of feces while also protecting and rejuvenating your intestine. By mixing all of these 4 ingredients, I created a drink that I called the Evacuation Drink, a powerful blend of these 4 natural and inexpensive ingredients that you most likely have in your home right now. All the ingredients cost at most 9 Rias at the market, and even though it's so cheap, this evacuation drink is still more effective than any pricier laxative, fiber, or probiotic on the market because if you drink this every morning, you will kill all methane-producing bacteria without harming your gut microbiome. It will create a protective layer around the intestine that cushions and shields your cells from external toxins. It will create a slippery substance that helps feces pass easily through your intestine to the toilet and will return to the bathroom regularly, emptying all feces without pain and in seconds, in addition to repairing all the holes in your intestine and rejuvenating it by approximately 10 years. And look, I didn't just prove how effective this mixture of ingredients is with studies and solid arguments. I used my patients as guinea pigs to prove it. I prepared the evacuation drink and had them drink it every morning when they woke up. I expected them to start feeling the results within 7 days, but on the 3rd day, they were already calling me, telling me about the results. They all began waking up in the morning with the urge to go to the bathroom, but it wasn't like diarrhea. Everyone had full control of their stomachs and could completely empty all feces into the toilet without pain and in seconds. The trips to the bathroom were no longer painful and dry. Their bellies deflated, the stomach noises stopped, and the pain disappeared. But even so, I wanted the test to be truly effective. So I asked them to start eating the heaviest foods they liked the most, things like burgers, pizzas, sushi, lasagna, and pasta. I wanted to see how their intestines would react. Unfortunately, they all reported smooth digestion, meaning there was no pain or burning, no gurgling noises in the stomach, and no need to hold in gas with their bellies hurting. Of course, they felt a bit of discomfort. After all, I wanted to conduct an intense test to see how healthy their intestines were. But even so, it was nothing compared to before. They were feeling good and their digestion was working perfectly. The problems they had with their intestines in the bathroom had decreased by 95%. My evacuation drink was working, and working fast. It didn't take long for dozens and then hundreds of people to start coming to me to access this evacuation drink. The news was spreading like wildfire in the city. In a few days, there were people from other states desperately asking for my help and the evacuation drink. And as much as I wanted to help all these people, there was a problem. The evacuation drink was not a simple mixture of ingredients. There was a specific order and a precise preparation method that involved the exact ratio and cooking time at the correct temperature to release 100% of the bioactive compounds from the 4 ingredients and maximize nutrient utilization. So I had 2 options: either spend the rest of my life preparing this drink every day and only help a few dozen people, or do what was suggested to me and put this recipe together with all my knowledge on an online platform and help thousands of people. So I decided to refine the recipe and spend another 6 months studying habits, foods, ingredients, and techniques from different areas of medicine to create a solution more than perfect for a sluggish intestine. In the end, I managed to enhance the evacuation drink and make it 8 times more effective, and that's how the Digestive Awakening was born. The world's first natural solution that addresses the true and scientifically proven root cause of your constipation and stomach pains, methane-producing bacteria. It takes the fastest, safest, and smartest possible path to rid your intestines of trapped stool, gurgling noises, and painful trips to the bathroom. It's the complete and detailed step-by-step process with the exact and clinically proven quantities to produce the evacuation drink. It works on a biological level to eliminate all methane-producing bacteria while preserving your gut flora, creating a protective layer around the stomach to prevent heartburn and burning sensations, and producing a lubricating liquid in the intestines that allows feces to slide smoothly out of your body into the toilet. It relieves up to 95% of all constipation symptoms in the next 5 days, giving you complete control of your body and never having to take a laxative or probiotic in your life again. Nothing like the Digestive Awakening has ever been seen before. With it, going to the bathroom regularly, emptying 100% of your feces without pain in seconds, and having complete control of your body is easy. So easy that it only takes a few seconds each day, yet it is more powerful than any laxative or probiotic. And why does the evacuation drink work by cleaning your entire intestine? It's also great for improving overall body health, enhancing your skin, freshening your breath, eliminating joint pains, protecting you from heart diseases, and relieving fatigue and mental confusion, all while renewing your overall health as you release your bowels. This program has already been tested with 134,204 people over the months, and it's now guaranteed to work every time. Here are just a few of the things you will learn within the Digestive Awakening. What are the 4 ingredients proven by scientific studies, and where to find them to prepare the evacuation drink in less than 5 minutes, using only a glass jar that you'll keep in your fridge. You'll only need to drink a cup of this drink every morning to cleanse all methane-producing bacteria and relieve constipation in less than 5 days. Learn the 15-second abdominal massage created by Harvard gastro scientists that reduces 90% of noises and gas pressure for 8 hours so you can go through the day without worrying about embarrassing situations in public. How to perform the 2-minute intestinal breathing technique used by supermodels and top nutritionists when they need to lose weight quickly. This technique opens all the muscles in your intestine, pulling all the stool out of your body, increasing your urge to use the restroom fourfold, relieving you without pain and within seconds. Stanford research has shown that 95% of people sit incorrectly on the toilet, which locks their stool in their intestines 5 times more. Learn how to sit correctly on the toilet to unfold your entire intestine and facilitate stool elimination without having to push hard to expel it. If you almost cry when you have a bowel movement, this will change your life. You'll simply make a small movement with your feet and shoulders, and the stool will come out easily. Discover the beverage consumed daily by billions of people, identified as an intestinal blocker. Research from the University of California found that this beverage, which is probably in your fridge, makes stools 452% harder and drier. This study found that 66% of people suffering from constipation were able to completely relieve themselves by stopping this drink for 7 days. Be cautious. If you've been without a bowel movement for more than 2 days, your trapped intestine stool may be leaking, and toxins may be entering your bloodstream, reaching your brain and heart, putting you at risk of damage at any moment. How to recognize the 3 signs indicating that your large intestine is leaking and how to correct them right now. All of this and much more in dozens of insights, all focused on ending constipation. It's time for you to finally regain control of your body and get back to the life you used to have. Close your eyes and imagine this for a second. Imagine sleeping through the night without waking up in pain, desperate to run to the bathroom, waking up every morning at the same time, going to the bathroom, relieving yourself with complete control of your intestines, sitting on the toilet and completely emptying your bowels in seconds, smoothly and without feeling pain, getting up and feeling lighter and empty. Imagine going out to restaurants, romantic dates, or meetings with friends and never having to plan your life around the bathroom. Imagine eating everything you love without worrying about what will happen afterward. Eating juicy burgers, mouth-watering pizzas, lasagnas, pasta dishes, and risottos, knowing that everything will be digested harmoniously and naturally in your intestines. Imagine never having to worry about holding in gas with the burning sensation and the bubbling stomach noises, or the fear of needing to rush to a restroom at any moment. Imagine de-bloating and losing 5 pounds in less than a week, returning to having a flat belly that allows you to wear any clothes without constantly worrying about a bloated stomach. And as a bonus, improving your breath, your skin, and your energy. All of this while protecting yourself from dozens of diseases caused by a constipated intestine. Truly, allow yourself to feel how all of this would be. So tell me, how much would this be worth to you? Seeing how much fun life can be, and everything you've been missing for so long, what would you give for all of this right now? Despite my accountant suggesting that access to the program should cost 600 reais, which is cheaper than the 2,000 reais that most people spend on diets, laxatives, and probiotics in just a few months, I know that everyone who has tried the evacuation drink would gladly pay double that amount after seeing the results for themselves. This isn't about money. I understand what it's like to feel condemned to live tied to a bathroom without even being able to relieve yourself. This program has already changed the lives of 134,204 people throughout Brazil. My goal is to change the lives of 500,000 people, and I want you to be the next success story. The cheaper the access to the program, the faster I will reach that goal. That's why I refuse to charge $120, $100, or even $80. You've watched this far. You're putting your trust in this. So even if the minimum that my accountant suggested I charge was $60 so that I can make some profit from it, I'm willing to go even lower. You won't need to pay that either. I'm giving up any and all profit to make your decision as easy as possible. So, for a limited time, you can get an absurd discount on the Digestive Awakening. Not for $100, not for $80, not for $60. Heck, you won't even have to pay $40. Your investment today will be only $22.90. Don't decide now. Try it with zero risk for up to 180 days. Actually, take advantage of my triple guarantee. Test the Digestive Awakening for 180 days. If in 1 week you don't empty your intestines quickly and without pain, if you don't lose at least 2 kilograms and see your belly deflate, if you don't feel lighter and more energetic, and if you don't notice the noises and gases stopping, or if you don't find anything you like about the program, it doesn't matter. You'll be 100% refunded. No questions, no stress, and no hard feelings. You'll have 6 months to decide, which is more than enough since most people see results in the first week. To change your life once and for all, just click on the green button below this video. You'll be redirected to our 100% encrypted and secure checkout. Confirm your order and you'll receive your access details via email to access the material. You can contact our 24-hour customer service to update or ask any questions you may have. Act quickly. This promotional price can increase at any time. The price you're seeing now isn't guaranteed after today. It's only 40 cents a day. That's less than a piece of gum per day. Ultimately, this will cost you much less than what you'll end up spending on medication full of side effects. The last thing I want is for you to come back in a few hours and see higher prices. I hate to say it, but time is running out. You're here, which means the discounted price is still valid for you. But if you close this page, it will be canceled and reserved for someone else. Don't waste another second. You have nothing to lose, only to gain. If you don't feel like you're going to the bathroom with ease, that your belly is deflating, and that it has stopped making noises, producing gases, and hurting, then I don't want your money. Just reply to the email you'll receive with the material, and I will refund you 100% of your money and still let you keep access to all the program material. I know this may sound crazy, but that's how much I believe the Digestive Awakening will work for you. Click on the green button below and don't waste any more time. From now on, you have 2 options. The first is to leave this page and forget everything I said. Continue losing sleep at night and waking up with that burning and painful sensation that forces you to run to the bathroom. Continue with laxatives and restrictive diets, avoiding the places you enjoy and missing out on a life worth living. Stop eating all the things you love out of fear of how your stomach will react. Embarrassed, holding back gas with all your might while your belly hurts, swells, and makes loud noises, making everyone around you cringe. Spend your day anxious and tethered to a toilet you can't even use, having to strain and push with tears in your eyes every time, only to get up and still feel like you haven't completely emptied yourself, with feces still inside you. As these feces harden, heat up, and ferment in your intestines, causing you to accumulate more and more weight and a bloated belly, until the toxins start leaking and causing you pimples, headaches, bad breath, joint pain, fatigue, mental confusion, and much more. And that's just the beginning, because if the bacteria continue to linger there with the feces, your intestines can develop small holes, allowing toxins to enter your bloodstream, reaching your brain and heart. Much worse things like a heart attack, Alzheimer's, and even death. Watching your family and friends having fun and living a life worth living while you can't do anything. Handcuffed to a bathroom while everything you love is taken away from you. You can feel this monster growing inside you. Anxiety, fear, uncertainty. I think you already know what will happen if you choose this option because you've felt it many times before. Ask yourself, what will change for you? What will happen if you don't take action and try something new and proven? Will the feces continue fermenting in your intestines? Will you let these bacteria lay more and more eggs on the walls of your intestines until they rupture? Will you spend the rest of this gift called life locked in a bathroom? I know you don't want that. There's a way out, and we both know you're still watching because deep down, you know a change is needed in your life. That's why I want you to think carefully and seriously consider choosing option 2. Let's be honest, it's the only option you have. Invest only 1 payment in the Digestive Awakening today and test it risk-free for 6 months. Just imagine the difference this can make in your life. Start going to the bathroom regularly. Sit on the toilet and feel real relief. Completely empty the stuck feces from your intestines, and all of this without feeling pain. Spend your day worry-free, without belly aches, without bubbling noises, and without having to hold back gases. Go to restaurants, birthdays, parties, and meetings, and start eating everything you love without worrying about the consequences or if there will be a restroom nearby. Eat burgers, pizzas, sushi, lasagnas, and pasta, or any food you want. Feel your intestines digesting everything harmoniously and smoothly. Never spend a dime on laxatives or probiotics. Reduce belly bloating, shedding up to 5 kilograms of stuck feces. Start wearing the clothes you love without constantly checking your bloated belly, wondering if everyone is judging you. As a bonus, improve your breath, your skin, your energy, and your overall health, protecting yourself from dozens of deadly diseases. Never again miss out on doing something you love because of constipation. Go wherever you want, eat whatever you want, do whatever you want. It's the easiest option. You just need to decide that you love yourself enough to say yes right now. Click the green button below this video, and don't forget, you're protected by our risk-free 180-day guarantee. If you're not extremely satisfied with your results in 6 months, just send an email to our 24-hour customer support team and we'll refund every penny immediately. But time is running out. This special limited discount can expire at any moment, so act quickly and make the right decision that will change your life. I think you're ready to get started. Click the green button below and start experiencing all that a healthy intestine can provide. I can't wait to hear your success story.